Bonsai, I'm the Cobra Kai Kid, and today I am joined by Leo Birenberg and Zach Robinson, the two most badass composers in the Valley. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
We're together at last, finally.
Yes.
Able to hang with Cobra Kai Kid in person together. Yeah, we're looking forward to chatting with you again. We love coming back.
Yeah, I love having you guys on here. You guys know how big fans I am of you guys and the music, and I love just talking and like going deep into the music of Cobra Kai. And today we're here to talk about the Cobra Kai concert. Very exciting. The title of the concert is Enter the Dojo, the music of Cobra Kai Live. You guys will be hosting it at the Troubadour in Los Angeles on June 23rd. So for all the viewers out there, can you guys explain like what the concert is and what people can expect from it?
Sure. We are going to perform tons of selections from the score to Cobra Kai live with a band that includes us and several of the players who play on the soundtrack each season, and also just like our extended network of musician friends.
Yeah.
We're going to have some guest artists, music related and not music related. We're going to rock. And we're playing at the Troubadour, which is a really famous venue in West Hollywood, where a lot of people more famous than us started their careers.
There may or may not be a cast member or two
participating
in the show.
It's extremely possible.
Extremely possible if that inches ticket sales a little closer. But yeah, we did the show at the Whiskey, also in Hollywood, a couple years ago, pre-Netflix era. So, and that was a blast, and
it was crowded.
And it was crowded.
A lot of people came out. It was really fun.
We're super stoked. And if you were at our the Netflix is Alive event, which I know Drew was at, we did a little bit of that, but it's different because at that show we were playing all the cast members on and off, and it was more part of like a variety hour kind of act, like these little stingers. But we're going to be playing a full length concert with extended versions of a lot of tracks that you haven't heard, like as extended.
We should mention that we are not the only people playing on this concert, but we have an incredible opening act who is none other than Vince DiCola, who wrote the score to Rocky IV and the original Transformers movie, like the old one. And is the most incredible musician and someone that Zach and I have looked up to pretty much forever. Like, I think our dream was always to open for him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
if you liked It's Karate Time,
yes,
you will like Vince DiCola.
Yeah, he is the master.
Is he going to be playing tracks from his movies?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's going to do a full set of his music before we go on.
That's so cool. Because I've never heard of like, I mean, I'm sure it's happened. I just never heard of like film score concerts with other film composers opening. Usually you hear like, real like, or like concerts, like you have the opening acts, but I find it so cool. And Vince DiCola, I mean, like, some great movies, Staying Alive too, right? Like, how did that come to be? How did that collaboration?
We just like started hanging out with Vince as buds, like sometime in the middle of COVID. We all went out to lunch.
I don't even remember how we got.
I don't even remember what made the connection, but we got in touch and we all went out to lunch, and we've just kind of been buds since.
Yeah.
And we were always saying like, God, we should play a concert together. We should play a concert together. And we were kind of waiting for the world to open back up and just for kind of the right opportunity where like we could do that kind of double bill to present itself. And this was it.
And as you mentioned, like a lot of famous people have played at the Troubadour. Elton John, Billy Joel, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
And now Zach Robinson and Leo Birenberg. What is it like to be in that company?
I'll ask Leo because I played the Troubadour when I was 17 years old.
Zach is like
Oh, really?
Well, Zach's like an LA local.
LA rock guy,
He's played everywhere. I'm very stoked.
But it's going to be, I wonder if it'll be the first EWE played on the Troubadour stage. That is a possibility.
It is possible.
Oh, I'm excited.
What did you think? So, Drew, what did you think of, Netflix's joke? Do you remember what we opened up with?
Da-na-na-na-na. Well, Strike First. Yeah. I love
and we
it.
did an extended version of that.
Yeah.
had to develop for the show. That was that was super fun.
The only thing I didn't like was that it ended. I was like, where's the next song?
Well, now it's at least longer than 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love the extended version. Yeah, that was just like a little tease. I'm excited for this full concert.
Yeah.
What can you tease about the specific songs and the set list and maybe how long the concert will be itself?
I think I would guess we're going to be playing somewhere between 75 and 90 minutes, right? And there will be more sparks.
We're gonna play. I mean, so the whiskey show was only season 1 and season 2. We hadn't even started on season 3 yet.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of new stuff.
We have
to add to our lineup.
Yeah. We're talking about playing something from season 5, but we have to think about it.
Yeah,
we have to.
We were thinking we might just sneak something in.
We might
there
sneak
and
it
see
in.
if anyone even realizes.
Yeah. But we have plenty of stuff from 3 and 4, and it was actually a lot easier to kind of put those tracks together because naturally those are a bit longer and kind of feel more like for example, like the Cobra Effect. Like we're gonna play that. We played that at Netflix as a joke, and like that's already kind of a song. Mm-hmm. So like we didn't have to spend so much time making Quiver. The extended version of Quiver that's on our EP, that extended version that was originally developed as like a live version of the song
when we played it at the whiskey,
and then we just ended up recording it that way. But there will be lots of tracks that you're used to hearing like a minute and a half of 2 minutes, but they will be fully fleshed out tracks that will feel like a concert.
And can we expect some of those tracks, maybe just like how Quiver was, to turn into like an actual recorded and released song?
Potentially
one day. Yeah.
Potentially.
Okay. Awesome. How much preparation are you guys doing right now?
Too much. It's like a job, like a full job. It's a full
but
job.
we have some rehearsals right now. We just are kind of getting everything organized and like designed, and then we'll rehearse for a couple nights before the show, like that whole week, and then the show day of.
Yeah.
But you've been writing new, not new music, but you've been writing have you been writing new segments to the music?
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. And what we have to do is we have to also like put it all on paper for our musicians to look at while they're playing, because they don't necessarily memorize everything. But our guitar, the people playing are the people that play on the soundtracks. So Andrew Sinowick, who's playing guitar, is playing guitar with us. Sam KS, who plays drums on everything, is playing drums. We have an amazing bass player who doesn't play on the soundtrack, but he's amazing. His name's Frank. And then we've got a bunch of people kind of cycling in and out. Leo said this, we'll just have people kind of coming up and down on the stage and joining us for different little musical cameos.
Well, I remember the last concert who came up, so.
Yes.
Anyway, so you guys just finished season 5, and now, so did you just jump right into this?
Yeah, we had one nap.
Yeah, I went on a 4-day vacation, and literally the day after we finished season 5, I went on vacation. It was like a really intense.
A lot of music
in season 5. A lot of music.
Wow. Okay, so when I saw you guys, I know you were like halfway through season 5. Now you finished it. So what can you tease about, with this storyline? Like you have the Miguel, Robby, Johnny stuff. I'm sure that's going to have a very different music vibe, and the Chosen, Daniel Silver. What can you tease about the songs of season 5?
You have to think. Okay, well, we have some new characters that are publicly known. Kim Dayoon.
Oh.
We had a lot of fun with Kim Dayoon.
And yeah, the thing that's really fun about Cobra Kai every season is like the world building of the universe, and any new season gives new characters to like flesh out the universe and like new things you learn just about like backgrounds and timelines within the universe, and like kind of fleshing all of that out is what we really enjoy. So we got to do some of that. And
every year, I know we tell you specifically, but we also we're like, it's like every year we're like, oh man, like how's it gonna get bigger? How's it gonna get bigger? And it just gets bigger and bigger. So
it's bigger.
And now it's like Goku holding the free.
Yeah, yeah. It is like just unbelievably massive. The score is really heavy. Yeah.
Oh man,
there's a lot, and it's we're incredibly proud of it. There's really like a lot of stuff that like, you know, we're constantly getting pushed to kind of do something different because we're given like such a real like a giant playground, and there's all these new people that come in, and like we just need and different storylines, and as you said, like, you know, the existing characters that interact, like how do we play that differently so that it's not the same thing that you've heard all the time. And I think there's a lot that fans are going to be really, really into, and there's a lot that you like have no idea what's coming. Like you can't even imagine the kind of thing that we had to do.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of just like the fun of Cobra Kai is like you can guess all you want, but it will never be right.
So it's funny because our orchestrator, so we have someone who's called an orchestrator, Vinny, who we write all the music on the computer and then we export it as data to Vinny, who literally orchestrates it, puts it on
the sheet music
for the musicians to play. And he is a huge fan of the show, and he refuses to know any of the titles of the cues. So that it's all numbers and it has code names and everything. And occasionally while we're like group texting or whatever, we'll like say like the title of the cue, and Vinny will just be like, are you kidding me? Like, stop. He actually got like, there was one that he got really upset.
But what
like,
I always say to him is like, it doesn't even matter if I told you what the title was, because you're going to have no idea.
You have no idea
what it possibly means.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't blame him. Like, just go into it fresh. I'm so excited. I hope you guys play something season 5 there, or just sneak it in.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll try.
We'll see what we can do.
If I hear something and I'm like, I've never heard that before, I'll be like, season 5. We'll see.
Potential.
So, also with the concert, you could get, there's a choice of a general admission ticket and a VIP ticket. So for those like who want to go to the concert, I'm curious, what is different about the VIP ticket? What perks do you get with that?
It's a good question.
You're a VIP.
I am VIP. You just get to hang out with me, not Leo. So that's pretty cool. No, you get to like come and hang out with us before the show and like just chat with Vince.
If you've got some swag.
If you have swag signed and like Vince will be there.
Vince will be there. Like
you'll get there's like these limited edition like concert posters that you'll get, which we're not selling, but if you come, you'll get like a signed thing, and it's mostly just to kind of hang out.
Yeah, because like with these music venues, like it's very much like you're in and you're out. Like the doors open and like then the show's over and they kick you out. So it's just for anyone who just kind of wants to hang around more. This was the solution.
Do your own Cobra Kai kid interview, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get to do like that. That'll be cool. You guys have done a couple like fan meet and greets, right?
No,
not really.
Ever?
Like we've done a couple like. Yeah, actually not really like a meet and greet. We've done like Comic-Con panels, but those never involve like fan meet and greet stuff. It's just kind of like us being on a panel. So this is kind of that. Yeah. Actually, Drew, I feel like I'm sure you will do this, but like I feel like you should be like interviewing other people at the concert to like see what they're like live is, like, and then like stitch it all together and like see like.
I actually, that's funny that you mentioned that. I was definitely thinking about that. Because I think it would be cool, to like interview. Because when I went to the Karate Kid musical, someone there interviewed me just as a fan of the musical. I'm like, oh, that would be cool to interview people for this concert.
Yeah.
I just remember like at the Whiskey, there was like some heavy fan turnout, and this was before it was on Netflix, and like people were showing up with like hawk mohawks and like in like costume, and it was so awesome. And I just think like those stories should all be told.
Definitely. And last question before we get to our musical trivia, which I'm excited for. So I'm wondering for you guys, what track what track should we be looking forward to most? What is the biggest track that you guys are going to perform
at the concert?
Like
I am really excited to play It's Karate Time live.
Oh my god.
Because I feel like from the minute we wrote that, like started working on it, we were like, we got to play this live. Like, let's write it with that in mind. Right. We'll see if we succeed.
Yeah. And Vince, it's not a secret, whatever. Vince is going to play that with us.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, awesome.
If that was a secret, I just blew it. But whatever. He's going to play with us. And that'll be great because like we were just like inspired by his music. So it'll just be like, I agree with Leo that I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to the Miyagi-Do extended version, hopefully.
And we're also doing I don't know if there's anyone in Spain. We'll be in Spain in July. We're performing at Mosma Music Festival, which we did also in 2019 before Netflix. And we're going back and we're actually performing with an orchestra. And it's going to be pretty incredible. So if you're in Malaga, Spain, July 8th. I think. If you're anywhere near there and you want to go to Spain, you should come.
That's epic.
Are you going to fly out to that one, Drew? That might be too much.
Might be a little too much, but do you guys have any other plans for going anywhere else?
We want to do, this is kind of like, now that things are opening up again, like there are definitely other cities. We want to do a New York show. We want to do, we've seen, on our back end of our music catalog and stuff, like we could see who's listening. And like Mexico City has like a really big Cobra Kai fandom and
a lot of South America.
Like, I don't know. It's like, we'll go anywhere. If anyone's willing to put the show on, we're down.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks that there's a city that wants to see Cobra Kai music, then we'll do it. But it would be great to do more, especially while the show's on, and just, it'd be nice. Yeah.
Especially like after season 5.
Yeah.
And play the soundtrack. Boom.
Yeah. That's more work for us. Then we have to start putting together the season 5 live stuff. It's like,
you guys are great though. You guys do an awesome job. I know how busy you guys are, but it really comes together great. I'm so excited for the concert. And yeah, I haven't like officially announced it to everyone, but I will be going to the concert. So
okay, great.
So excited for that.
Nice.
All right. So are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Explain the rules and the prizes.
Well, in a tournament, there are no rules.
Yeah, nice. I like that you did this.
Yeah, I love it. I love
that.
So, what I'm thinking for this is we'll put you guys against each other. So I'm gonna quiz you guys on the music of Cobra Kai. Each question will be different.
Sorry, my dog's barking at the mail. Give him a second.
Gus
all
wants
right.
to play.
Yeah, Gus is all right. Chill. Okay,
So you guys are gonna be playing against each other. I know you guys are used to working together. Now we'll see how you guys are against each other. And also everyone in the chat can play along too. Okay, so everyone in the chat, comment the answer if you know it. And Zach and we will be playing against each other. We'll count up the points. I have about 8 questions. Whoever gets the most gets a virtual high five.
So when you say we're playing against each other, does that mean that like whoever's the first, do we have to like, are we buzzing in? Like,
you could just yell it out.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna crush Leo.
Why? Because I'm slow.
I just like know these things.
Okay. Leo, what do you have to say to that?
I'm probably gonna get crushed.
But I don't want to say. Here's the thing: is like I don't want to say it so fast if people are gonna type it. Like,
okay, just put your finger up. I know that you get to speak.
Okay. Yeah, so that's good. That's
my
good.
reaction time is like going down the tubes lately. But.
So each question's like differently structured. So you'll get the flow of it. We have 8 questions. Okay. Question number 1. In what episode of season 4 did we hear the track Cobra Fly?
That was pretty exact.
Okay, so Zach got it. Should we wait a second?
That was. I would
How
say
do you know
that.
Zach
I would
got
say
it?
that was both of us.
That was both?
Put up fingers.
I didn't put up fingers. So I
Oh,
didn't know.
I just gave away the answer.
So okay, wait. So who? I thought I saw Zach's. I'm not trying to.
Whatever. We
Whatever,
both
Zach
know
can win.
the answer.
What's
Oh,
the answer, Zach?
What is the answer?
Episode 3.
Boom. Awesome.
Does everyone know what scene that is?
Dun 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 dun. Say. Oh well, yeah. Chat.
Yeah. Does anyone know what the scene is?
Yeah.
though?
Right.
Yeah.
Boom. That must have been a great score, right?
I thought
Great
for some
score.
reason you were gonna play music and we were gonna get it. So actually, I don't know if my reaction.
Yeah,
time
I
is gonna
like-
be
I
this.
like
I like
this
this.
format.
This is
I
cool.
like
I like
this
this
format.
format.
Well, maybe I'll have one question with that.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Question number 2. Finish the line. If you can do it, get up and prove it. Get up and show them.
Who you
Who
are?
you are.
Boom.
You got to make these harder, man.
Oh, man.
You listen, Drew. We listen to this stuff like 5,000 times a day. Like,
Oh, it's gonna get a little harder.
okay.
It's gonna get a little harder. This one might not be too hard, but
Okay.
All right. Question 3. What is the name of the track that plays when Johnny is responding to Allie's Facebook message in season 3, episode 6, King Cobra? Zach,
I'm a sensei.
you're a sensei? Really? Where do you teach?
All Valley Karate.
All
There-
Valley Karate, yeah.
There you go. I'm a
That's
sensei
All Valley Printing Karate.
of that
Yeah.
track. And you teased that track before
Yes.
before season 3
Mhm.
came out. I was
Mhm.
freaking out. I
We
was
don't
like,
do those teases anymore.
Yeah, no more teases.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Why?
Because then you're gonna make
'Cause
videos about it. And then
The Cobra Kai fandom industrial complex
Yeah.
is too smart for us. Now.
Though
So, like,
I
if
did.
we-
Yeah.
Like if we like record Andrew playing anything, you guys will figure out what theme it is, and then
I posted something for season 5, and no one did anything about it. I'm not gonna remind you, but I posted something that was like very weird, and I'll repost it when the season 5 comes out, and no one caught it.
yeah.
And I was like shocked. Not even you.
I saw you post a couple of videos, but I didn't see any like familiar themes or anything.
Damn, that's on you.
Maybe the Cobra Kai fandom industrial complex isn't
Man.
quite as formidable as I thought.
Oh man. I'll have to keep a closer eye. All right, this one's gonna be tough. This one's
All right.
tough. And this one, I think you guys probably will know, but we'll see. Okay. How long in minutes and seconds is the original Quiver soundtrack? Whoever gets closest to the answer
46.
wins. Zach.
119.
Eh,
116.
eh.
I said 46.
One
Probably more like 56. though.
16.
I think it's just under a minute.
Close. Zach, you
Just
were
over
close.
a minute.
Zach was close.
102.
107. 108. 109.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right. 10 seconds under.
Are you guys familiar with like how long most of the tracks are usually, or not
No.
really?
That's why when you said that, we were like, oh, shit. That's
never-
because also like we don't know, like it's longer when we write the cues, they're extra long because they have a whole thing at the front. It's a whole
You
We
know
don't-
what would be a
we're
fun
not good at
trivia
that.
game
Yeah.
that we should prepare at some point for Drew is making you guess what the original track titles to things are before they go on the album.
That's a good idea.
Because we often have radically different names
Like
while
a
we're-
mix and
while
match.
we're working on it. And then we spend like a week coming up with the album titles.
Oh, so like the original name for it, which was it originally going to go to?
That track
Yeah.
was not called Quiver.
It was called Flip the Script.
Yeah, it was called Flip the Script.
Oh wow! What made you change that?
I think Quiver was tighter.
Just
We
like
were
the
trying to
album-
like, yeah.
Quiver was tighter. I mean, the rest is history.
Right, the
Like,
rest is
we're-
history. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that where we change if it sounds kind of snake
yeah,
punny. Like
we change almost everything
Yeah.
for the album.
Miyagi.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
that. Actually, no,
that
that
was
was
it.
original. that stayed.
Who
But
came up with
sometimes
that?
we come up with them like all season. It's usually like while we're recording it, suddenly the epiphany
Yeah.
strikes, and it's like, oh my god, why didn't we call this? And then it goes on the list
Yes.
for album names.
I love the names. Some of them are very like simple, like Terry's Lesson. It's Terry's Lesson. But then you
Yes.
got like some like really like just all like
Well, we
Miguel.
have to sometimes keep it kind of vague because we can't do too spoilery in case like the track titles get leaked or whatever. Like we send it to John, Josh, and Hayden, and they tell us if they feel uncomfortable with anything.
Yeah, got you. Okay. So now this one, you mentioned it. I'm gonna play a song.
I love it.
And now you guys got to guess it. And everyone in the chat, you guys can guess it too. Okay, you guys ready? I think you'll get it, but this is more a test of how well I can play it. All right, ready? Yeah.
Someone in the chat. Does
Yeah.
anyone in the chat
All
get
right,
it?
we'll wait for someone in the chat.
Play it again.
Okay, ready? All right, Zach and Leo, on a scale of 1 through 10, how was that?
That was pretty good.
I give it like an 8.
I like the little.
Thank you.
Yeah, it had a nice groove. It had a little groove. I like
Yeah.
it.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Sam LaRusso.
Okay, that's close enough,
That's great.
right? Because Sam, Sam and
close
me,
enough.
it's another rendition.
We actually just did a little video like shoot with Mary talking about like, her music, so that's gonna come out at some point.
Wait, talking about what?
We like talk
like
about
the Sam
Sam's
score.
like just kind of talking about it's a cool video. Yeah.
I thought you meant like her music. I'm like,
Oh
she's
no,
music?
just like discussing the character of Sam and like her soundtrack and her theme and stuff.
Oh wow, like an interview, or just
Yeah, kind of like we're just like talking
It's like
to
a
each other.
round table.
Round table.
Oh, wow. Oh
Yeah.
wait, where's that gonna be released?
I don't know. We honestly don't know. We just did
But
it.
somewhere.
Mary just came over and we just talked about it and filmed it.
Oh my god, I gotta see that. That sounds great. I can't wait for that. I love Sam's theme. I think it's just the
We
best.
do too.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And it's evolved a
For
lot.
sure. That's kind of what we
Season
talk
one.
about. Like how just different it is from season 1.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. This one is gonna get you guys thinking. So you ready for this one? This is a big one.
Okay.
And speaking of title tracks, there are 8 tracks in the music of Cobra Kai seasons 1 through 4 with the word Miyagi in the title.
Oh,
Can you name all of these tracks? 8 tracks with the word
Okay,
Miyagi.
let's do a collab on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, work together.
One, there's just a track called Miyagi Memories, Miyagi Do, Miyagi's Tomb.
Yep.
Miyagi-Do. Secrets of Miyagi-Do.
Miyagi-Do Fix Up.
Miyagi-Do Fix Up.
Miyagi Metal.
Miyagi Metal. So one more? No,
I think there's two more. There's one from season 2 and one from season 4.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Oh, did you say 4?
One from season 2 and one from season 4.
There's 2 more that you guys have to guess. One from season 2.
Wait, does Miguel count?
No, I ain't count that.
Yeah.
What's the one from season 4?
Season 4?
Oh, come on. You know this.
We'll get it.
This is a good question.
Dark
bro.
Miyagi.
Yes.
Oh, Dark Miyagi.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, so then
And-
there's 2-1.
And
Season
one more.
If anyone in the chat knows it, they should say it.
Season 2's got to be. Okay, let's.
I'm like-
Miyagi-Do Fix Up's in like the first episode.
I don't even. Yeah.
And then you got Wheel Technique.
Oh,
You got the.
No.
Cold,
Yeah, we were thinking. I was thinking of the freezer fight. But that's not.
Wait, what did you say?
I was thinking of our old titles for things,
Oh.
but I don't know. I'm stumped on
No,
this.
we can get this. You just got to think episode by episode.
Yeah, but we're live on the air. We can't. We don't have that. We don't have extra time.
Episode-
Does anyone in the chat know?
I don't
No
think
one knows.
anyone's got
They're
it
probably
so far.
cheers. They can look it up on Spotify.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay, give us a hint. Tell us the episode.
The episode
Yeah.
6.
Oh, we are all Miyagi-Do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, duh.
Duh.
It's a good question,
That was a
right?
good question, Drew. That was very good.
Thanks.
That was hard.
It was.
You know why we didn't think about that? Is because that version of We Are All Miyagi-Do is not in the show.
Yeah, it's
That's
a little different.
That's like an album only.
It's a little
like
different.
it's a little different.
Yeah, like the wait. Yeah. There were some differences with that.
Sometimes there's differences. Like we write something, and then sometimes on the stage, like
They'll
last
make an
minute,
edit.
they'll make an edit. Like Andres, like who's our music editor, will like make an edit, and you'll hear things differently sometimes on the show than it is on the album.
And sometimes we just do album versions where like we want an extra couple bars to like have a build be better or something.
Yeah.
I have a just
we didn't get that.
That was a great. I'm like very impressed by that question. That was super good.
It was cool looking back and seeing how many tracks were actually had Miyagi in the.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Oh yeah, I'm curious. Like I just thought of this with Miguel in the show, in the track. Like there's that like pause with the music. You know, the big pause with the. It goes from like the Miyagi music to the version of Quiver. I'm curious, like in the soundtrack, like why did you guys decide to leave that pause in the soundtrack itself rather than take that out and kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I guess we just will feel like, because the pause is sometimes when you hear a pause, it's because we're clearing for something like dialogue wise, or there's like someone is saying something and then we come back in with music, which always like accents whatever that dialogue was. And I guess sometimes like we're listening to it, and if we feel like the track is like okay on its own, even with something that's kind of like film scorey like that, then we'll keep it. Sometimes we don't, and we cut it. If sometimes there's like I remember on what's the cue in season 4 when they're working together, Daniel and Johnny and the split. What is it? Split up when they split up.
Oh,
Divide and Conquer.
Yes.
That one in the show has like a very big gap that we just cut like entirely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. And I have 2 more questions for you guys.
Great.
So this one, I think you'll get this one. For the fans out there, where and when is the Cobra Kai concert?
They've got to type it. We're not saying anything.
Oh, you don't want to? Oh, you want the fan? Okay.
If they're paying attention.
Does anybody know?
Does anyone know?
Come on. Trivia.
Okay, I'm going to say it in 10 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun.
June 23rd. I couldn't even hold it.
Yes.
June 23rd.
Where?
At the Troubadour in West Hollywood, California.
At what time?
Good question.
Good question. 7?
7.
Doors at 7.
Doors at 7?
I think.
Oh, doors at 7?
Yeah.
What time's the actual concert?
8. I think 7:30.
I don't know how concerts work.
Vince goes, yeah, we don't know how concerts work. If you show up at 7, you'll see music.
Well, here we got the poster, which I wanted to put up. So it's very small, but it says doors at 7.
Great.
There you go.
Show up at 7.
So just come at 7 and then boom.
Hey, let's do a shout out to Be Water Creative who did that flyer. It's very cool.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah, it says on the bottom.
Wait. Oh, that's so awesome. Did you guys reach out to him or did?
Yeah, so our publicists who were putting the show on did, and he was very gracious enough to do that.
That's so cool. That's awesome. Okay, last question, and this is for the championship. Now, I'm not going to decide.
Overtime.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going to decide who wins this. The chat is going to decide who wins this. Okay. So, Zach and Leo, the final point will be decided based on whoever can sing the melody of Mall Fight the best.
Boo, 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 boo. Oh no, that's fucking not
automatic disqualification. Automatic disqualification.
Point removed.
Bum, 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 boom, boom, bum, 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 bum.
Gotta get the syncopation.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Do solo.
Grand finale.
Boom.
Bum, 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 bum. That's our like.
We saved your chicken.
That's our Power Rangers version of Cobra Kai. Is that one?
I think you both win that one because that was you guys duetted. You duetted.
I got too jumpy.
You guys duetted with that. You guys, the harmony was amazing. That was actually perfect. If that was the concert, I would be cool with that.
Great, fantastic.
Do
You
you
love
guys,
the stat thing.
Yeah, we do.
do you guys ever do that just for fun? Like kind of like sing your own tunes, like bow now, bow now, now.
Oh yeah, that you should be. Yeah, I mean like.
If only you knew how much of this music was written by us, like
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say
like
you
it's
should
just
be in
kind
our
of
house.
walking around like
Yeah.
Oh, new theme. Like,
Oh, really?
shower.
Often in the shower
Dog
for
walk.
me.
Dog walk is
walks.
a huge one. I usually like to come up with an idea and then I'll go walk my dog and just sing it until it like the rest of it works itself out. Like it naturally, like say you have like the first couple notes of something. I think that like if you're just kind of being kinetic and like moving, your brain will naturally find the like solution to your musical riddle. And then you have the whole thing. And then I record it on a voice note and then go back, realize I sang it in between two different keys and figure out what the chords are. And then that's it. Huge amount of music written that way. I got voice notes and voice notes and voice notes on this thing.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So like, can you compare like sitting at a piano and trying to come up with something versus just like going out, walking the dog and trying to come up with something? Like
I don't know, like not to sound cheesy, but inspiration just strikes in different ways with different things.
So I have something here. Whoa. I wonder if that's,
I don't know. Could be dangerous.
It could be dangerous. I'm looking at my voice memos and I have something called maybe tournament theme. And like, which would probably was the tournament theme. Oh, I have like original Terry Silver stuff on here, like
of you just doing
like,
bum bum or ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
Yep.
So this is like original, like literally the first time. And I was just playing around and I sent it to Leo. Like, this is like a Terry Silver. So like, there's a lot of stuff like that on here for sure.
Wow.
It's cool. I mean, like, it's like, that's our tournament theme. Like, that was like when we were like working it out, you know. And it's always a little bit different than how it ends up being because we're just like playing it along. But yeah, that's wild. I actually hadn't.
I have something here called shamisen ham. I don't know what that means.
Sometimes we can't play it for you because there might be some. You have to look at the date because we can't give you season 5 voice memo.
Gotcha.
From like 2017.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what it is.
2017. Oh, that's for season 1.
Yeah.
We've been on the show for a long time.
I also have a lot of voice memos of my dog snoring. I like to record that.
I love that. I never like thought to like ask you guys about that, like that specific, like the specific process of like really sitting down and like what is the first thing you do when you like you sit at a piano or a guitar?
Drink coffee.
You got to. Like, how do you like what's the approach? Like Terry Silver's theme or Miyagi Do? Like what do you like? How do you know what? Do you have a specific key that you play?
I feel like it's usually trying to capture like a feeling from like when we first watch, like whenever we first watch the episode, we get like, oh God, like this needs to like feel like this, and then it's kind of unlocking whatever that is.
I feel it's never as kind of like, all right, like theme time.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
It's never just like, okay, I'm gonna write Terry Silver's theme right now. It's more like I feel like a lot of them kind of start from like a vibe journey.
Yes, it's a vibe. Like we go on
We've had some vibe.
We definitely go on vibe journeys for sure.
We had a couple this season. Season 5, there were some vibe.
Leo like went on a vibe journey for something in season 5 that was like, you were texting at like 10 p.m. on a Friday, like this stuff, and I was like, damn, he must be.
Yeah, I was just in it.
So
yeah, there's lots of like unstructured kind of creative time.
Yeah.
So
which is the
there's
best.
lots of structured creative
Yes,
time
right.
after that.
Yeah, right.
Definitely. When you say vibe, like for me, like basketball, the theme basketball is a vibe.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
is that what you mean?
Yeah, it's like that didn't come from being like, we're gonna write a basketball theme right now. It was like, we're gonna like capture this vibe. Let's just like start finding instruments that are appropriate for it. And then it's like, once you find like the instrument like that, like synth bass, it's like, okay, what sounds good on this synth bass? And then suddenly you have a bass line, and then suddenly you're like adding wacky drum fills, and like, you just build up a vibe, and like the music, and then suddenly the music's written.
And then what happens is like the B section in basketball, that melody, like then what happens is like, oh, we can use that melody like anytime Leah's on screen, or like, like then that's how those things kind of develop. And like when we did like Cobra Effect, that melody, that kind of like, then it comes back with Dojo from Hell.
Dojo from
and
Hell.
then now it's kind of like Tory's thing. Like a lot
Tory
of
about to kill someone.
Always, but like we're always, so that's how kind of it developed. Those themes like develop. It's never really like, this is Tory's theme or whatever. And
yeah, like Sam's theme came to be because like we just needed a melody in Lab Love. Right?
Yeah, right. Like in the lab in episode 6.
And like it was less about the melody than it was about the like like that kind of RP feeling. Like that was the vibe. And so then it's like, here's a melody for the vibe, and now the melody is like the melody.
Yeah. I have one more question for you before we can take some fan questions for the last couple minutes. Obviously when you made season 1, you didn't know like where this show would be now, like how big it would become. Netflix, your 5 seasons, maybe a 6, and so on. So my question for you is, season 1 definitely had to like establish a groundwork. Like how important, like how much did you know, like how important was it to develop themes that you could eventually extend, like Sam's theme? Like how important was that to think now you will be able to extend it in future seasons?
I got a 2-part answer to this. Number 1 is, thank God that we gave season 1 like all the attention it deserved. And so like we had a very, like we've, since episode 1 of season 1, we've had a very strong foundation like to draw from. I mean, there's so much stuff from season 1, episode 1 that is like all over the show still.
Yeah.
Like the Ocarina melody with Johnny and Kreese, and Strike First, and Ace Degenerate was like the first thing.
Miyagi Memories.
That's episode 2.
You're right.
Point.
But, we really set ourselves up for success by, I think, coming up with good ideas and really working them out at the time. Part 2 was, I don't think we fully realized just kind of how thematic of a score we were writing until we got to the end of that season and we were scoring the first tournament, because we had set up all these themes throughout the season that recur, but we didn't have to kind of like repurpose them in like radically new settings yet. And then when we got to that tournament, it was like, oh, like this needs to feel like a big movie score with like an orchestra and everything, which was like, there are strings and whatnot up until that point. But we sat down to write that, and we were like, okay, so like, what is all this material going to be? And it was like, well, duh, it's going to be based on all of our themes. And I remember like one of the first tracks we wrote for the finale was Stone versus Diaz, that uses the Cobra Kai theme in like that very kind of like battle hardened way on French horns with all the stuff. And then kind of like this big triumphant thing when Miguel wins the fight, or for the round at the end. And like that kind of like, once we did that, I feel like we were like, oh, okay, now we're in like movie score mode. And then we never left that behind. And like, that's kind of been the prompt for the rest of the show ever since. Yeah. So thank God we did what we did. And then, episode 10 was kind of the big launch pad.
And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys have time for
shoot us some questions.
Okay. Well, I see.
We give evasive answers.
I see 80s Everything Brew asks, why did you want to be music composers? Good question.
We'll keep them really quick so that we can blast through them. I just love movie music. I love movies. I like watching movies. I like watching TV, and I kind of like when I was young realized that like why I was obsessed with Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, why am I so obsessed with this like stupid movie? And it was because it was the music. Like I realized, I kind of put together, I was like, oh, the music is making me feel this way. Like I couldn't really describe it. And same with like the Ennio Morricone, like film composer. I mean the Westerns, like which are like film composers, like, you know, dream things, is like you listen to it and you're like, why am I feeling like this? And I had already been dabbling in music, and I was like, I think that this is the move for me.
I'm not good at anything else.
That's not
It
true.
was like, do this or become a lawyer. And
You'd be a good lawyer, though.
I'd be a great lawyer. You can't handle the truth. Well, actually,
John Kreese's
lawyer
lawyer.
doesn't say that in that movie, but yeah, I always thought I'd be a great Tom Cruise, A Few Good Men style lawyer, like a real trial lawyer. Is that Ronald Reagan?
Interesting icon. Truly 80s everything.
80s everything.
Yeah, right.
I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings, very similar to Zach's pirate story. I even have a Lord of the Rings tattoo.
Nice.
Those scores are amazing, and it was a big inspiration.
Awesome. I know you guys have to go. Do you want to take one more quick question?
Yeah, we can take a couple.
A couple? All right. You let me know.
Dog barking, which means someone's at the door.
Yes.
Which we're expecting someone, but going.
All right. You let me know.
Okay.
I see a good one. Chosen Vader owner, what was the most impressive music you made in season 4?
By whose standards?
Yeah.
Ours? Or by Drew's? Or by Chosen Vader owner?
I think by
By us? How about ones that we're proud of?
It's karate time.
Karate time. Yeah, I think it's
that
karate
is
time.
that.
Yeah,
it was a real thesis statement, and I feel like we kind of used every just like sound that's in the show. Like we brought all the influences into one and like created something.
It's also like, I think that one of the biggest challenges for film composers is to create music that works well to picture and well not to picture.
And that's one of them.
And that feels like a song.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't feel like a piece of film music. It feels like you can listen to this and it is a fully structured, and that is not any different. We did not do an album edit on that.
No,
Like,
that's exactly
that is exactly how it is.
Actually, you're wrong.
What?
Because we actually did a show edit for that, because there's a penultimate chord that we
You're
cut out
right.
of the show.
So in the he's right. In the album version,
I remember
at the very end, the last note, it goes, at the very end, we had to clear for when Daryl says it's karate time.
Yeah.
And we had to hit the title card. And on the album version, there's a little pause at the very end for dramatic effect before we hit that last.
Yeah.
And that pause does not exist in the show.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. I'll have to go back.
And we designed it, like we recorded it with the pause, and then like we designed the edit beforehand to make sure that it would work. And then we actually do that a fair amount.
Yeah.
Designing edits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great detail. I'll have to go back and check that out. Cobra Kai Nerd asks, what's your I know it's a great name. What's your favorite scene in the entire show?
Entire show? Oh man.
I don't know, man.
I still really like, there is something like the tree in like 108. There's
you
like
love
the tree, but just
Yeah.
that whole sequence, like, because to me that was one of the first times where like you've seen the first half of season 1, you see like a ton of Johnny training, like teaching Miguel and him teaching, and it was kind of the first time that you like season 1 episode 8, I feel like was the first time you realized that like the door is going to open in both directions, and so then you see kind of like this Miyagi training thing, and like I always felt that was a big important sequence for like just the tone of the show.
Yeah.
Moving forward and like the greater story.
I have a bunch. I'll just pick one. I love the end of season 1. Like I just love when Kreese shows up. I think it's such an amazing that's where you really understand what John Josh and Hayden's brain is like, right? Like they make it. They were like, this is bigger than you think it is, and I've just always loved, and I love the reaction that it got, and it's a great episode. It's a great season, and it just ends so perfectly, and I love that one, and I love how it goes into the credits. It's like just great.
Both great scenes, yeah, definitely. And so Roundtable asks, how long was the season 4 score on paper? And I'll kind of add on to this.
Like, how much did it weigh? Because Leo weighed season 5. We don't know how much it weighed.
Well, I was gonna ask how does the season 5 score, like in terms of length, compare to the season 4 score?
I think it's probably heavier.
It is for sure heavier.
I get, yeah, would be my guess. We didn't used to print out score books of everything. That was a new workflow thing this year, so we can't weigh the previous seasons. But this season was what, 13.9 pounds or something of music. I think it's
we use the orchestra a lot.
That's just the orchestra.
We use orchestra a lot more than we used to, just because we have a little more access to it now than we did before. Like, and it's kind of so integral to the show.
We know what we're doing.
We know what we're doing. So it's just like, so it's by nature of just that. It's season 5 is heavier than season 4. I don't know how long it was on paper, but it was long. Season 4 on paper was long.
Season 4 is long.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oof, can't wait. I just thought of something. What character that you have not yet like wrote a theme for, like an existing character or an upcoming character, anything? Well, actually, you can't say an upcoming. An existing character would you want to score?
Well, I don't even want to talk about that because there might be. What if we had done one for season 5?
All right, so
I have a non
Bert
question. Well, I was gonna say there's actually some music that I associate with Bert, which is in episode 10 of season 1 when like he's having his fight. It's in the middle of this track called the All Valley Tournament. And it like goes to this like really fast hand drum percussion thing where like the other guy's like flipping around him and then like kicks him. And to me, that is Bert's theme. That's Bert's music. Nice.
I love that. Homeless Lynn theme.
Oh yeah. That's
maybe.
Well, maybe what was the
maybe that's what we'll tease at the Troubadour. We'll play the Homeless Lynn theme and we won't even tell you.
Yeah.
Well, Hayden made that tweet about Streets of Reseda sounding like Leo. What was the instrument called again?
The iwi.
The iwi.
Electronic wind instrument.
That's sick. And you're gonna be playing that at the concert?
That's what he played at Netflix as a joke too.
Yeah.
And Zach, you'll be rocking the guitar?
Yeah, and I'll probably switch to keys at some point, but mostly guitar.
Okay. Are those like your two go-to instruments?
Yeah, that's like
our main instruments, yeah.
Leo, do you play guitar?
No, so bad at guitar.
Leo can play a guitar.
I'm okay,
but I cannot play any. Like
I don't think I could play. I guess if I practiced, I could like learn. I could play like rhythm guitar on Ace Degenerate if I spent 2 hours practicing.
Well, that's that.
We might need to head out, Drew, unfortunately.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Well, guys, as always, it was great talking to you. And
thanks for having us.
So that was fun. I want to do more trivia.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with more trivia for next time.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to I was doing it for you guys and also for the chat. So I wasn't making it like too hard. But if you guys want, I can really
go hard next time. I'm down. You should. I'm down for a challenge.
At 35 seconds into season 1, episode 6, what was the name of the track?
I mean, you'd have to do it more. I feel like by album stuff to give us a fair. Actually, no. I don't want you to make it easy.
Yeah,
you should do it hard.
You know what I need to do is finish posting my Twitter thread about the tournament and see.
You never finished that?
You never finished.
Why? Because we started working on season 5.
Oh my god. Well, we could do if you guys
typed them all out. I went through and typed out all my tweets and then I never.
And Ralph had retweet. Didn't Ralph retweet it and was like, "Oh, you should have."
Oh yeah, Ralph loved it.
Oh damn.
He tells me all the time how much he loves it.
If you guys want, we could always do like a stream where we could just do a big trivia stream.
I'm down
Yeah,
for
that
that.
could be
Yeah,
fun.
maybe
That-
around season 5 time.
Oh, that'd be fun. Okay, for sure, for sure. So everyone, make sure we got the poster right here. The Troubadour, June 23rd, 2022. Doors open at 7 p.m. It's in Santa Monica Boulevard, West Hollywood, California. So get your tickets now. The link is in the description and in the pinned comments. I have Zach and Leo's Instagram and Twitter in the description. You guys will be posting updates and stuff on there, right? Awesome. Anything you want to say to the fans before we wrap up?
Come to our show.
Come to the show if you even care about Cobra Kai at all.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, if you guys are in the area, come to the show. I'll be there. Zach and Leo will be there. And special guests, right?
Special guest.
Special guest.
Special guests. Awesome. Thank you, Zach and Leo. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you next time on Cobra Kai Kid. And until then, remember, Cobra Kai
Never die.